So Hungerford School is a very inclusive, very positive school in the middle of Islington. What I like about Hungerford School is our sense of community, the fact that we all know the children really well and we're very inclusive, so we make sure that everybody here is welcome, and it's really important to me that everybody at Hungerford is welcome. We welcome our children in every morning, so every day as you come in the gate you'll see the head teacher usually, which is me, and you might see the assistant head. Once they're in class it will again be very positive. We make sure that we reward the children, that we know the children really well, so we know about their strengths and their difficulties. We know the best way of supporting them, regardless of their need or where they live. It's a very welcoming, positive school. Once we get into class, it'll be maths time for most of the children, so they do maths mastery, and then everybody does the daily mile, so we make sure that we've got healthy bodies as well as healthy minds. So everyone has 2 hours of PE a week, and we've got a beautiful art room in our attic which we use for art and we use for music lessons as well. The children get very, very involved in the different activities that we do.
Hungerford's a really fantastic, inclusive community. We've worked really hard, especially over lockdown, to make sure all of our children are taken care of, both in terms of their education but also in terms of their well-being and in terms of food. Children are really happy here. We've got support staff in every class, and the teachers are really passionate about the children's learning, and we've got this beautiful library that we're sitting in now. We are in fact a leader with the Islington 11 by 11 scheme, where the aim is that every child should have 11 cultural experiences by the time they're 11, and we really make great use of that. We wanted children to have a really engaging and exciting experience of learning here, not something that was dry and driven by worksheets, but something that really captured their imagination. We've recently launched a new curriculum which focuses in terms of foundation subjects on project-based learning, where they do projects over a 6-week or longer period which are cross-curricular, so it might be that there are elements of history and elements of geography and elements of dance and drama. All the children here really enjoy coming to school every day.
Because we're part of the Bridge London Trust, we've taken on a slightly different ethos to some of the other schools maybe, and we work very much like a special school. So we're very, very child-centred and we're very, very positive. So we use positive behaviour support across the school, which means that nobody ever gets a punishment, everybody gets lots of rewards, and if there is an issue with the child's behaviour, they're not doing what they should be, we make sure that we are teaching the child about how to behave. So I think our ethos is what makes us very unique. The other thing that's different is the way that we do our project-based learning, because I think that's quite unique to our school. There's not many schools that work in that way, and it gives the children a really, really good hands-on, broad education.
So Hungerford School joined Bridge London Trust a few years ago. The school had needed to join a trust. It is absolutely right next door to the Bridge Primary School, so one of the schools in the trust, and it just didn't make sense for them to join another trust. We already had done lots and lots of work together. We share a playground, so it made sense for them to join our trust. It has been a learning curve because Hungerford School is a mainstream primary school and all the other schools in the trust are special schools. However, what we've been able to do is take the philosophy of working in a special school and apply it to Hungerford, so that we really, really value each individual as a unique individual and actually try and get the best out of each individual in such a wide range of ways, not just purely in English or in maths, but actually totally recognising that we want to develop the whole person as much as possible and celebrating their achievements.
Hungerford's a really happy place. We've got a great offer, we've got a huge outdoor area, got our own art attic, we have our own play therapist, and it's a place where children really feel looked after and cared for.
So if somebody was interested in coming to Hungerford or bring their child to Hungerford, they should call the school office and arrange to come and have a visit with us. Come and have a little look around and then apply online via the Islington website.